June 15th, 2103.
Ah, the Swiss Alps. At least they haven't changed over all these years. As elegant as ever. A pity I can't say the same for Lestrade's driving skills.
Let's get a closer look.
Inspector Lestrade was certain Professor Moriarty was behind New London's recent crime wave. There was only one way to convince her otherwise. Take her to Reichenbach Falls, where Moriarty had plunged to his death over 200 years ago.
There, look! That mighty pine was but a sapling then. Hold on! That tree saved my life. Now, as to Moriarty, there's a cave here somewhere. Yes! Set us down here! It's freezing year-round in here. He should be preserved just as I buried him. Observe.
Moriarty!
And none the handsomer for the years.
But then, who's that guy I saw in the hovercraft? Some relative?
Well, so far as I know, he had no heirs.
Well, we can be certain of one thing. That sure isn't Moriarty tooling all over New London.
Run! The cave's collapsing!
Shelock Holmes. Bring Sherlock Holmes back to life. Back to life.
It's elementary, my dear Watson.
Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
Sherlock Holmes is on the case. Moriarty. Sherlock Holmes is on the case.
Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Welcome to the Plimlico Zoo. All our animals are robotronic. For African safari, press 1. For Jurassic Jungle, press 2. For movie monsters, press 3.
Hang on!
Vacation in Galileo City. It's some of this world.
Lestrade, report immediately. We need every inspector on duty now.
What's going on? I've never seen the city like this before.
There's a whole new criminal element. Most don't have any criminal records at all. We've got burglaries and looting all over town. This hasn't happened in over a century.
Very clever.
Clever? What's a worm-eaten 19th century rent-a-cop know about a 22nd century crime riot?
Well, first, this is no random crime wave.
Huh?
What? You've been stewing in honey too long. How could you know that?
Careful observation and perceptive thought. Eyes and brains. Look, these looters bypassed all the luxury department stores and went straight for Bond Street jewels. Easy to trade for services. Then, notice all the microchip warehouses that were hit, passing up equally valuable commodities in other warehouses.
Rubbish and drivel. Why'd they break into the zoo? To steal the rides?
Some of them, yes, I presume.
And to what purpose are all these criminals working in tandem?
They are simply following their master's orders.
And now you're going to tell me where to find this man?
Elementary, my dear Chief Inspector. The underground. The crimes have all occurred near manholes or other entrances to the underground subway. And since this crime wave began here, that shall be our starting point. Coming, Lestrade? The robot can come too, if it likes.
All right, go. But stay in touch.
Hey, sir! This here map's got all the Olorave spots and anti-grav dance clubs. Only 6 credits. Then perhaps a holo watch? Tickets to the Roboball finals. You're lost, Zedhead.
Got 3 live ones at the northeast corner, Oxford Circle.
On 'em. You'll be lost without a proper map, sir. Just 10 credits off your e-bank card.
Have it, kid.
The name's Deidre, officer, not kid.
Hey, man, I can't let you go down under alone. Even with the Yardie. 100 credits, man, that'll buy the best guy in the city.
And that would be you?
Yo, Tennyson. Yo, he's a swift one, man. I can see that right away.
Could you? 100 quid, credits says I can tell you more about you than you can about me.
Man, you're on. Let's do it.
You used to play soccer for Brixton and had big dreams, but a knee injury ended all that. You've taken up boxing and despite the knee are quite good, though you favor your left. You liked raspberry sour, linguine, and a girl named JC, whom you don't get to see as much as you'd like. Your turn.
No way, man, no way. You win. All I can say about you is you use that funky word quid, and you got messed up styles, man. Almost like from another century.
Kid's not bad.
Yo, how'd you do that, man? You been following me?
Observation and deduction, my boy. I simply used my eyes and my brains. Your scarf tells me you're from Brixton. You expertly kicked that can into the rubbish bin using your instep. A soccer move.
Oh, please, that's obvious.
But it caused you pain in your knee, so I deduced that that was a logical reason you had to give it up. You have a slight cut on your left eyebrow, a common boxing injury. Your left forearm is larger than your right, plus you have some ink staining the side of your left hand. Lefties usually favor their predominant side. There's a piece of linguine on your shoe, and the raspberry sours have stained your tongue purple. As did JC. There's her name and number. And since you're here instead of with her, I simply deduced...
Zed! Who do you think you are, man? Sherlock Holmes?
One and the same.
Yeah, and I suppose he's Watson.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Pay no heed. The robot's delusional. It believes it's Watson just because it's downloaded a few old books.
He looks like Sherlock Holmes.
A long story I shall gladly tell you later. Now, as to our wager, I'd like to procure your services to guide us through the underground. Agreed?
Agreed. The name is Wiggins. But I have to warn you, there's been some nasty doings down there lately.
Precisely why we must go there.
Oh, couple of tourists lost their way. If you want to stay healthy, hand over the good stuff.
Inspector Lestrade, New Scotland Yard. At your service.
A Yardie. She'll have one of them cool hollow trackers.
We can track all the yardies with it. Get her!
Really, Holmes? As gentlemen, don't you think we...
Clearly, the lady can take care of herself. And please, you're not a gentle man, you're a robot.
Dear me, I'm quite rusty at this.
Now, be specific, Wiggins. I need to know the precise epicenter of all this criminal activity. Has London changed so radically? I've never heard of...
Nicely done, Inspector.
Thanks, Watson. I have 3 felons to be picked up at the Oxford Underground.
Wiggins, please, concentrate.
Yeah, Piccadilly. Yo, that's where it all began.
Then we must go there without delay.
No, man. The noise around town is you go in, you don't come out yourself again.
I'm quite certain I can use you and your companion's services another time, Wiggins.
Sweet. It's straight on that way. But watch your back, all right?
Lestrade, let's go.
Yo, he sure acts like Sherlock Holmes.
Do you hear that? The tunnel's vibrating.
I'm detecting illegal levels of ozone and rising.
What could that mean?
You'll soon find out.
Finwick! Of course! This crime wave is your doing!
Look out!
Holmes, look out! Hey!
No! Emergency system failure.
If you just step to your left. Perfect.
Inventive, but not near enough. Sleep well.
What? No! You can't let... You won't get away with this, Finwick!
I already have. And Little Miss Crime Fighter's going straight to #1 on the yard's most wanted list. But first, a nap. I'm taking no chances with my little yardie. In fact, I'm going to crime-notize her personally.
Oh, well, that's a nasty bit of the 22nd century I'd just as soon have missed. As for the handcuffs... Oh, I suppose I must ask the female.
All right! I'm awake.
Tell me what wires to attach where, and I can get Watson back in service.
The blue wires to the right copper circuit, and the red ones to the left.
Dear me, let me get those handcuffs.
Thanks. Good to have you back. My department?
Perhaps I should try.
That won't be necessary.
What are you doing?
Getting us out of here.
This time I'll bust it wide open.
Excellent. The track's still live. Lestrade, get this train running. We'll need a quick getaway once I eradicate the source of this crime wave.
Okay, Kramer. Go burglarize the Chase Computer Company. Here's what you are taking. Nothing else.
As I suspected, they are changing ordinary citizens into criminals. And they are definitely on a shopping spree. But to what purpose? Decidedly low tech, but effective. No! Behind you! Stun him!
Holmes, are you all right?
Me? It's you who are injured. Does it hurt?
I'm made of metal, remember?
Let's go. These boilers will blow any minute.
Blasted antiques! Even the great Sherlock Holmes couldn't get this rust bucket moving.
What's needed is a little 19th century technology. Full speed ahead, Lestrade.
The power's gone! No brakes! Now where are we going?
Due south. So that would mean our next stop is...
A brick wall!
Prepare for a swim.
What?
If I'm not mistaken, the Thames River is just behind that. Watson! Watson, where's Watson?
Compudroids are pretty heavy!
Watson! Watson, blast you! Where are you? You can't be at the bottom of the river.
I'll call the dredgers.
Dredgers? What good will they be? You know how polluted this river is, just as it was even in my time. If they find him at all, it'll be a useless heap of corroded circuitry. Watson!
We'll get you a new compudroid.
I don't want any compudroid. I want Watson!
Holmes? Is that you?
Watson? Honestly, Watson, we've got to get you waterproofed if you're going to continue with this tomfoolery.
Oh, you called me Watson.
It is your name, isn't it? Look, old boy, I suppose I didn't realize until I thought I'd lost you how much I have come to depend on you. One mustn't judge the metal of a person by his outside, which in your case is metal, but by what's inside, which is most decidedly Watson, through and through.
Not completely.
Lestrade, I've just got the damage report. You have got some explaining to do. I want you in my office ASE immediately.
Right away, sir. They finally found a way to decriminalize all those people. It looks like they got the criminal element back under control.
For the moment. 221B Baker Street. It's still here. Someone's been eating fish and chips in here.
Oh, probably the workmen I sent over to air things out. It's yours, if you want to live here.
I'd like nothing better. But where is Watson? What have you done with him? He should be here.
Coming, Holmes.
Watson! Why, you look...
Like the Dr. John Watson of old? I certainly hope so. Thanks to that new elastomask technology New Scotland Yard's been working on.
I'm speechless. It's remarkable.
I have one more surprise. New Scotland Yard would like to retain you as a consultant.
Superb! Send my new cases over straight away.
No. You'll be working under me.
You? Balderdash! What sort of a world has this become?
A better one. For women.
And men?
That rather depends on the man, wouldn't you say?
Touche, Watson.
I'd better head back to the yard. I'm overdue to go offline.
The yard?
Why, yes. Where else would I go?
It's elementary, my dear Watson. This is your home. Here, with me.
Ah, I would be honored.
Good. Because this crime-natizing caper is far from over. The real villain remains at large.